Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Last week we brought you a lot of highlights from my extended interview with Kash Daniel. Tonight, though, in our final installment from our one-on-one conversation, Kash opens up about a dark time for him during the season. You've dealt with a lot this last year, and like you said, you're an emotional player. Had emotions off the field, did that impact your play on the field, do you feel like?
I feel like it sometimes it did. There was so much negativity, just one after the other, just stacking up, but it felt like I couldn't catch a break. And so, and I try to pride myself on being a confident player and a confident person, but it's really hard, when there's a lot of negativity just thrown at you, day after day after day, and you're reminded of it constantly. So I just shut my phone off, for a while. I deleted all my apps. I needed to shut down almost and restart. And then I lost my grandfather, which was kind of like the icing on the cake of the negativity and the depressing feelings, that I had. He was a second father to me, and are the rock, for our family, and the glue that held us all together. And there was just so many things that I wish he could have seen, but that's life, and you got to play the cards that you were given. So, but I found my happiness again, and I found my joy and my purpose and my why I do this, because there was at one point and sometimes where I was actually thinking, like, with all those dark thoughts and and being in that dark place, saying, hey, maybe this is it, maybe you need to give this up after this, maybe you aren't that good, something like that. But I found something, and I just thought of my granddad, really, and just for him not to listen to the outside noise and always just be me. And I went out there and I played for him, and that belt buckle actually wrote on my cleats, this was for you, Granddad. And with the way I played, he was definitely there with me that night, and I think that gave me my confidence and my mojo back of, hey, I don't want this to be over, because I want to do so much with this game, not just play a game, but help impact people off the field, and ultimately, do a lot of great things for people, because I like helping people out, and I want to do more things than just be a football player.
What's your joy now, your why?
One is just my family, it's been a hard year for us, with losing, my granddad, and I just want to, and for them to watch me play football, it brings them happiness, and it brings them joy, and it brings my friends joy, and everything like that. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm doing it just for them, because I'm doing it for me as well. But it's also for people that would kill to have the opportunity that I have, that would do anything to be in the shoes that I'm in right now. And ultimately not to live in regret, because that's one thing that I don't think anybody should live with, is with any regret. So, I'm just going to give it my best. If the NFL doesn't work out, then I know that I gave it my all. And not have to sit there, 10, 15 years down the road and say, well, what if?
How much does Paintsville mean to you?
The world. That's home. I wouldn't want to grow up anywhere else. That's home. It's full of great people. And not just Paintsville, but Eastern Kentucky as a whole. Not a lot of bright spots, especially in the media, when people talk about Eastern Kentucky. It's always usually something to do with poverty, or how we're not doing anything with coal anymore, or how we're this or that. I want to bring positivity to Eastern Kentucky. I want to help people back home that are struggling, because everybody's struggling right now. It's 2020, and I still know people that don't have running water and, can't take a shower. And so that shouldn't be happening. And so ultimately, with this platform that I have, and with the opportunity that I have with the NFL, no matter how many years, if I play 3.5 years, 2.5 years, great, or 15, I'm going to save my money, I'm going to be smart with it, and try to help as many people as I can. Maybe open a food drive, or something like that, to give back to the people that have given so much to me and so much support and love, throughout my career, not just here at UK, but when I was growing up as a kid.
What's your favorite gif of yourself?
It's the Stone Cold Stunner one, man. You can't beat that one. You can't beat it.
Do you ever send it?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't like to talk about myself.
I think if I had a good gif of myself, I would send it.
No, that's just not me. It's not me. I mean, if I have other people send it to me, so it's pretty cool.
Do you
They send it to me sometimes. I mean, if they agree with something that I say, or we make plans or something, that's always a gift people send me back. It's like, let's go. I'm like, all right.
That's got to feel pretty cool sometimes.
It
though,
does,
right?
it does, and it was just I was just out there having fun, and that's what at the end of the day, that's what this all is all about. There's different types of fun, out there. For me, it's just like I'm only going to do this one time in my life, and I may never get this opportunity again. So that's something that I've always been wanting to do as a celebration, and no other way to do it as a monumental moment as that when we ended the streak. So, yeah, and that was all she wrote. After that, just took off like wildfire.
Still ahead on Hey Kentucky, a game of fill in the blank. We're going to cover several more topics, including a big win for Louisville in North Carolina. Don't go away.